Hey guys, Biggie here, and we're going to be taking a look at another Skyrim Special Edition mod list. And notice I did not say quick look because this is going to be a long one, and that's just because this mod pack is absolutely massive. Also, it is not a Wabbajack list. It has its own installer, so you might have guessed it, we are doing a look at Nolvus. Previously, it was called Nolvus Natural Lighting. Now we're taking a look at Nolvus version 5, which is going to be coming out within probably a few weeks, from what I'm aware of. We do have the early access through Vector's Patreon. So if you want to check that out for yourself, it is available. You do have to pay for the early access, or you can just wait a little bit and you'll have access to it for free. But we are going to be spending a lot of time taking a look at everything, and I'm going to be showing you guys everything from the character customization to some of the combat, MCM options, going over what mods this includes and what it doesn't include. And it is going to be a long one, so strap in, get your popcorn or whatever you're eating, get some snacks, get some M&Ms. I had some mini M&Ms earlier, and we are going to be spending quite a bit of time on this. So as I mentioned, this isn't a Wabbajack pack. It is on Nolvus's website, nolvus.net, which I'll link below. And it has its own installer. It's similar to Wabbajack. It does install slower than Wabbajack from what I've experienced, but it seems to work pretty much the same as Wabbajack would. And the one thing, though, that the Nolvus installer does have, despite being slower, it actually gives you some customization options before you even install it. So you can choose your base resolution, you can choose whether or not you want to have nudity in the list. We are not enabling nudity for this mod list review. You can also choose a Redux version, which basically is for people who have slightly, well, not as good PCs. That being said, even the Redux version, it does require a heftier PC to run. But you can find details on nolvus.net. So we start here, Skyrim Unbound. We're just going to give ourselves some perk points. Starting location, we are going to choose Morning in Riverwood, which is a town, not a city. Season. Let's start in winter, because yes, this mod pack has two mods that I see almost no other mod packs have. One of them is Skyrim Seasons, and it also has the Quick Seasons plugin, where basically every month is a new season instead of having to wait 3 months for a new season, which is pretty cool. Let's give ourselves some goodies for testing purposes. We're going to be very wealthy, why not? Spell selection, let's give ourselves all the spells. This is an Skyrim mod pack. It has the full Skyrim suite with you know, Ordinator, Winter Sun, things like that. So you have all the goodies of, you know, the 350 or however many perks Ordinator provides, along with Winter Sun Faiths, things like that. You have all the Skyrim. I believe this has things like Sacrosanct. We'll take a look at the MCM here in a second. And we'll just give ourselves one of each thing. If my voice is a little bit off, I think I am coming down with something. My son was a little bit sick, and so I think it might have passed on to me. But hopefully you guys can understand me all the same. All right, so we're gonna choose dragons. That's fine. Let's save this. And then press enter to start. So we have our character customization here. all the default races, you're gonna have tons of things to choose from. So, all the hair ranging from lore friendly to, you know, the more anime looking ones. Tons of facial hair options. Let's take a look at the beast races, because I think that sometimes is something that's a little bit overlooked in mod packs, but not in this one. The overall theme for Nolvus is, you know, does it include X popular mod? The answer is probably yes. I like that little, almost feather hat looking thing. We got some little, flowers there. Presets, you're going to have a lot of presets as well. Also, this mod pack does come compatible with DLSS. So you have the option to, if you have Pure Dark's DLSS, which I always mention, just because, you know, if you're looking to get a few extra frames, and heavens no, for this list, you might need something to boost your frames a little bit. DLSS is a choice. So we can have a very nice looking Khajiit here. Let's take a look at some of the females. So as you can see, the character skins, the faces are pretty good. So you don't have some of the weird effects that you sometimes have with these face mods. I've probably said it before, but if you have like just a little bit of textural issue here with your beard or eyebrows or something, it's probably you need to just enable the high poly head. There we go. And all those issues are fixed. So, what are we, high elf? Why not? Let's be a high elf. Let's stay here for just a second so we can give all the mods the opportunity to load. And you do have quick loot, as you can tell right off the bat. But yeah, it's a really cool mod list. And I'm excited. I wanted to wait until the actual release of version 5 was getting closer before making this video. But it is coming soon from what the author Vector has told us. So, like I said, I'll post a link to the Novis website. And from there you can join the Discord. Now let's take a look here. You obviously have things like A Matter of Time. Let's go to our immersion toggle. Actually, I think it might be a different immersion toggle. Okay, so yeah, you have Winter Sun Fates. So just a quick little, does it have Unslad? Yes. Does it have the Forgotten City? Yes. Does it have Legacy of the Dragonborn? Yes. Vigilant, it has it. Wormstooth, it has it. Beyond Skyrim, it has it. Project AHO, it has it. Undeath, it has it. So, I mean, pretty much all of the big name mods, the DLC size mods, this is gonna have. Also, you're gonna have things like MCO, Valhalla Combat, and you also have things that even most MCO lists don't necessarily have, like you have Bow Charge and Bow Rapid Combo. So we'll be taking a look at all of those. You obviously have Dual Wield. Block Key B, sure, we'll deal with that for now. You have Growl Werbeast, Hunterborn if you want to use Hunterborn. Keep in mind, not a lot of survival things are forced upon you on this mod list. So you don't have to enable Hunterborn. I'm not a big Hunterborn fan, so I always disable it. Side quests of Skyrim. Now this is a big one, and I love this mod so much, and I wish every list found a way to include it, and this is just one of the great things. So Skyrim Reputation, if you guys don't know, what it does is essentially as you perform good guy quests, you gain reputation. If you cavort with Daedra or murder people, or you're in the Dark Brotherhood, you lose reputation. And NPCs will react accordingly. It is such a good immersion mod and such a good role-playing mod. It's very similar to something like Daggerfall's reputation system. If anyone watching has played Daggerfall. Now take a look at that, guys. It is winter in Riverhold. Let's worship Magnus. I'll do TMM1. Let's also toggle God mode. You also have a pretty unique favorites menu where you're able to cycle through different favorites. Now, I'm not the best at using these sort of things, but we'll try our best. So, what is it? G, I believe. Or you press Q. There we go. You're trying to add... oh, H. There we go. So now when we press H... So you have different things that you can cycle through your favorites menu. It's really cool. It's a very unique little favorite system. Graphically, this list is very nice. Let's take a look at our frames. This is actual insanity. So Vector has been pushing the limits of Skyrim. This mod list looks absolutely gorgeous. And we are in Riverwood, getting 68 frames per second with E and B on DLSS activated. I don't have, you know, the greatest, oh, what's going on here? All that just to kill a wolf. Blowing horns and everything. So yet, if we wait a month, the seasons are going to change, and let's do that. Now, I don't recommend you guys do what I'm about to do. It's a very stupid thing to do, but we're going to do it for testing purposes. And we'll try not to break anything.
Anything you need?
No, I don't need anything.
Just open.
All right, set time scale to...
Take a seat and get the cooldown.
Oh, our deity abandoned us because we're not praying to them. Okay. Let's set our time scale back because it is now spring. And we'll just wait until it's morning time.
Yep, hail's going bad.
And let's take a look and see how Riverwood has changed, huh? Now, I've already showed this in my little short that I did. Look at that.
I've been looking. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
What is all this? So as you can see, this mod pack adds a lot of different quest mods, considering how many notes the courier just gave us. But take a look at that. Even the little clovers have changed.
This should be good.
We're not serious.
Oh my god, are they finding another wolf?
Sure I am. We got some furs and tree branches.
Oh, that might
big
actually be
light,
because
and
of the
then tie it
dragon.
into stone. Instant frostbite fire.
Because we did make it so dragons can spawn after 7 days, I believe. But yeah, just all the flora changes throughout the seasons. It just makes it such a more immersive experience. And I just realized I need to change my control for sprinting. There we go. And you also have the little, what is it, Assassin's Creed sneak detector. So you can see exactly where people are detecting you from. Let's put on our bow. I equip, okay. sure our target lock is also what it needs to be. Winter sun, no true direction. There we go. Let's change that to M5. So you can see here, we hold our bow, and then you see the little light, and then we can shoot. Depending on how long we hold it, it has multiple effects. So I think if you hold it 3 times, you shoot multiple arrows, and you do more damage. It's really cool. Also, though, you have things like jump shots. This is so cool. I'm just saying. The ability to jump shot in combat, it's crazy. And then you also have bow combos, where you right click and you can shoot arrows faster for less damage, but you shoot more of them. So, you know, maybe you have an enchanted arrow and it would pay off. We are now in Whiterun Hold, which looks very foresty, and we're still getting really good frames.
I cannot rescue.
I'm just gonna do this.
Enough of this.
You won't get the best of me.
Stop that! You handle yourself well. You could make for it. Not
Can
for
I
me
join
to...
you?
The old man. If you go to him, good luck.
Alright, now I want to show you guys.
Blood on the wind today.
So this is,
Good
I believe,
hunt ahead of
Bijan.
us. I'll take my leave then.
NPCs look very nice in this mod list. Pretty much all of them are going to be not vanilla looking.
Maik wishes you well.
There's Maik.
By
yeah.
Izmir, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north by the Lorius.
Although,
Had a coffin and a
it might not be lore friendly with Whiterun having this many trees. It does look amazing. You cannot deny that. Just look at the architecture. 99 frames per second. I don't know. It's some sort of dark magic that's making this mod list run, because I have no idea how it is this optimized. Now, in terms of your ability to customize the list, there's not going to be a whole lot of room for ESPs. You're going to have a little bit of wiggle room if you wanted to add just a couple mods here or there. But, you know, there's over 2,000 active plugins. I'm looking at 2,143 active plugins. This is a massive,
We'll pay
massive
whatever
mod
it
list.
takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own.
Wow, just
Why don't
look
you
at
sponsor
this.
that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help.
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's sword.
Tidings. Until next time.
Visually, this is crazy. This is Skyrim on another level. If Skyrim was re-released this year, don't get any ideas, Bethesda. If Skyrim was re-released this year, this is what I would expect the graphics to look like. At least this level of detail,
Someone's been
textures.
from my
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now.
Yes?
I can't get the sword on my own.
All right then.
Star, your wife.
Even the children are overhauled. Let's take a look at the interiors, because I'm sure those have been heavily modified as well. In fact, I know they have. So, right off the bat here, you see different guard armors and things like that. Here's Balgruff.
And what might you need, hmm?
And then you're also going to have some additional little roleplay features for NPC dialogue, things like that. Now, let's take a look at Winterhold, because that should also be greatly expanded. COC Winterhold exterior 1. Now, given the fact that this isn't the full release for version 5, I'm sure you're going to come across a bug here and there. It's still being actively developed. All right, so here we are in Winterhold. Let's skip to daytime. In Winterhold, even in springtime, it's going to be snowy, of course. But we're getting on the exterior here about 70 frames per second, and it looks magnificent. A lot of this is due to the Great Cities mod. You know, the Great City of Winterhold, which adds a lot of depth and detail. And historically, this was supposed to be one of the biggest cities in Skyrim. I think it was the old capital at one point, before it fell into the off the cliff. You have sky shards, of course. Another thing you can customize in the list is you have the choice to do experience plus static skill leveling, or you can do traditional Skyrim leveling.
Cross the way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
I do wish that it had the option to do experience with the traditional skill leveling, because I feel like that's the best combo personally. Let's take a look in here. Make sure God mode is on.
Yes?
Restoration is a perfectly valid
That is
school of
crazy.
magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
All right, let's go somewhere around the rift. Now, while we kind of explore, I'll also talk about a couple things that maybe I don't like about this list. And, you know, one of them is just personal preference, because I'm not the biggest fan of Ordinator, and I've said this in other videos, but even still, I mean, with this list, you should be able to level quickly enough. And at least, you know, it is a kind of power fantasy list, so for people who are into that and just having a specialized and very strong character, and, you know, being able to do really cool and flashy things, this is a really good list to choose. And I think starting off with 6 perk points makes Ordinator a little bit more bearable for me. There's just so many perks. But a lot of people do like Ordinator. The one thing that hopefully gets changed in the future, and maybe it won't, is some of the armors are more, you know, kind of the very fantasy style. And NPCs don't wear them, but you seem to be able to find them in random loot tables. So if that was adjusted, you know, maybe make it a craft only sort of thing. So we can take a look here. Let's do the add item menu so I can show you some of the armor. We'll just type armor. So you have a lot of different things. Triss armor, Twilight Princess, armors of the Velothi. You have a lot of the DX armor. So you can see here a lot of armors. Molag Ball armor. Kind of interested to see what that looks like. You have the museum armor. Oh, and you also have the little character preview. So you can see your own character. So this looks kind of like Daedric armor, but not red. It's pretty cool looking.
We're on to you. We know who you are. So you better come with us right now.
I don't know who you think I am, and I don't care. Leave me alone.
Right, let's make sure.
I don't have time for this foolishness.
Someone do something.
Now come along quietly, and we both have to get robbed. I'm getting out of here. Haha! Found you.
Help! Somebody help!
There's the key.
Hey,
there we go.
Ah!
So you have alternative keys for power attacks. Oh, another cool thing is there is a stance switch option. Let's try to get into another fight. There we go. That didn't take long. Where is the stance key? I might have changed it to something else. Stances. Should be T. Oh, there we go. So take a look at that. So I switch my stance. You have like high stance, low stance, medium stance. And based on the stance, your attacks are going to be different. Which is crazy cool. I mean, that is just... It's mind-blowing to me to see how far the modding community has come to be able to add things like this into Skyrim. You also have different jump animations. So if you're sprinting and jumping, you do almost like a little barrel roll or like a dive. Come back here, goat. Oh my god. There you go. Let's take a look at some of the spell animations, huh? So you obviously have different animations for casting. Very nice. Bound weapon, let's see what that looks like. About conjuring a familiar. I like the little, what'd you call this? Like a runic little thing, or what is that called? Avenging Wraith. Is this an Argonian? Anyway, you have greatly expanded options available to you for magic, for sure. Oh, and if you look at the top there in the favorites, so right around here at the top of the screen, so you can cycle through your different like potions, as well as spells. I mean, you can just configure it however you want. It's a pretty intuitive system. It might take a little bit of getting used to. You know, I'm still not fully used to it myself. Yeah, if you've never used, I believe it's called iEquipped, I recommend just taking a look at either the mod page or playing around with it. So, taking a look at the map markers, you can see there's a lot of new areas added. Let's go to the lake. From the lake, let's go to Falkreath. Then maybe check out Markarth and Solitude. Even the standing stones have new textures. Look at that. You don't really see that a whole lot. I mean, you see the textures upscaled in a lot of mod packs, but not completely redone. So yeah, if you are just what the heck is that? Oh my god. So you're gonna obviously have a lot of new enemies added. Oh, that's a really cool looking skeleton. Man, this stance is just crazy. Oh wait, this is a friendly guy. A lunar familiar. So if you want the ultimate power fantasy experience, this is definitely the mod pack to try out. Like I said, if you have a medium tier PC, I recommend just for your own personal experience to try the Redux version first and see how well you run that. Because you'll still get all of the same combat mods and everything like that. It just won't be so heavy on things like foliage or NPC or city editions. But all the gameplay elements will still be there. Wow, these forests are crazy. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the Whiterun forests, these forests, man, this is what an actual forest looks like. You know? So here we are in Falkreath. I mean, just look at the attention to detail. It's cool. You got a little image / map of the city. The city is actually looking like a city. It's not just, you know, the Jarl's hut, the blacksmith, and a couple houses. It looks like an actual hold capital. A foresty hold capital. Look at that tree in the middle. It almost looks like a kind of retextured, revamped version of the Elder Gleam. So There's just so many different things to see. You really got to experience it yourself. I'll show you most of the hold capitals. And for this video, why don't we just go and see all the hold capitals? So we're here in Markarth. Wow. This is the unread books glow, by the way. You can disable that setting in the MCM options if you don't like to see that. And you of course have the MIA mod, which you can disable this as well. You don't know anyone's name until you actually talk to them.
What are you staring at? All right, then.
Oh.
Got something to say?
I've been looking
Yeah,
for
you have issues with your hair.
Looks like that's it.
More stuff from the courier. Let's see. Let's go inside of Markarth, see what's changed. You can see the guards have new armor on.
Someone there?
What was that?
The Forsworn are here in the city.
He got
Everyone, stay
knocked
back. The
the
Markarth City
F
Guard have this all
out.
under control. There are no Forsworn here.
I like the map marker mod that has the hold capitals in a different color. Makes it easier to see. Right, Morthal. Crazy. That's a really creepy loading screen.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home.
Raider!
Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Traitor! You betrayed us! That her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king.
Raider!
Best she know now, Adolf.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King by opening that gate for Ulfric.
And why am I still able to see him or hear him all the way over here? So everything is really greatly expanded. I think Dawnstar is the only hold we haven't been to. And I guess we haven't seen the actual city of Riften, and we haven't been to Windhelm either, so we'll check those out too.
Someone mind giving me a glass of wine? My voice.
Divine sake, Scholar. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Got a lot of old birds flying around. Nice immersion there.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Let's take a look at the exterior of Winterhold, actually. The interior is probably going to be, you know, upscaled and some details added, but usually with these mod packs, yeah, you have a lot of additions to the exterior. So as you can see here, the bridge has been revamped quite a bit. Look at those skies too. There's a gigantic moon. Let's go to Riften.
I had another run-in with a Thief's Guild.
Be careful, Neil. The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at its back.
Oh, you got a little warning notice here.
Snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail.
I don't know you. You can pretend not to hear me all you
I'm
want.
really getting tired of your excuses.
Wow,
When you borrowed
Riften.
the money, you said you'd pay it back on
You don't
time.
really see Riften's interior being revamped as much as it is in this mod pack. That is nuts. So what do you guys think? I mean, this is visually one of the craziest mod packs. Combat-wise, one of the craziest mod packs. So, you know, if you have a nice, beefy computer, or if you want to cut down a little bit on the visuals, but you have a mid-tier PC, or you don't mind some frame drop, and you like the power fantasy playstyle, you want to just have the craziest cities possible, craziest combat possible, you like Ordinator, Skyrim in general, also Creation Club compatible, this is a really, really good mod pack. Obviously not on Wabbajack, it's on Nolvus's website. Again, I'll link that below. But let me know what you guys think. Because for my money, normally I'm not the biggest fan of Ordinator. But it's something that I put up with to play a mod pack of this scale that has just so much depth to the game. I mean, Vector has just done a crazy job with this. I really recommend giving it a shot, because there's just way too many things. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them in the comments below. Otherwise, you might want to go to Nolvus's Discord and ask your questions there if I can't answer them. And wow, this is a really cool place to leave off the video. So I'll catch you guys next time.